Hello everyone. I wanted to give you guys an update. Here a while back, I told you hadn't been posting a lot of videos, going through some personal stuff and personal issues. Anyhow, I had somebody reach out to me and ask me for an update here, I don't know, a month ago probably. And I said I'd be getting a video out. And just haven't done it, so I'm going to give you an update today. What the personal issues that I was going through was happened to do with my nephew Brayton. That's my oldest brother's, one of my oldest brother's sons. And anyways, Brayton's the one that went with us on our trip to Arkansas this last summer. And he was the one that lost his mother. She'd passed end of March. I think the last day of March of this last year. Anyhow, so then that happening, he had to come live with my brother, his dad. And during this time, when he gone on vacation with us and went down to Arkansas, he told my wife and I that he didn't like the living conditions where he's at. He didn't like the situation he was in. And he told us that no kids should have to live that way. And anyways, we told him he could come stay with us. I talked to my brother, tried talking sense into him, getting him convinced to let Brayton come live with us, because I'll show you a quick video. Brayton had recorded this, and it's the living conditions that he was stuck in, and you'll see by the video. But anyhow, long story short, we end up getting an attorney and trying to get guardianship of Brayton, because Brayton wanted to come live with us. And of course we had one hearing, and that was just to basically set up a hearing, guardianship hearing, see if my brother's going to contest it, and he did. He said he didn't want Brayton to come live with us. Anyways, at the time he didn't have counseling. Our attorney that we had asked for an attorney for Brayton, and the judge refused. He ended up saying he'd do a court-appointed visitor and visit with all the parties and help the judge make a decision on whether he's going to allow Brayton to come live with us or not. A lot of stuff happened in between all this. Don't want to go into too great a detail. Brayton left home middle of the night, went to my mom's, his grandma's, and anyways, the sheriff basically scared him into turning Brayton over, which Brayton could have stayed had they known it, but the sheriff's department kind of threatened him. And rather than get my mom or my stepdad getting in trouble, they was going to turn him over. Well, his dad and my brother's wife showed up at my mom's, barging in the house, went and got Brayton, drug him out. Meanwhile, like I said, a lot's gone on in between. The case is dropped eventually. Brayton changed his mind, decided he wanted to stay where he's at. The court-appointed visitor did talk to my wife and I, and said that Brayton was the least of her concerns. She was more concerned about the other 3 children in the house. She said the house should be condemned. They shouldn't be living the way they are. But you take a look at the video. But DHS was called on them. DHS come in prior to us going to court. And believe it or not, you'll see this video of his house, but DHS found nothing wrong. So that just goes to show how broke our system is. You wait till you see this video. But long story short, Brayton's staying where he's at. My wife and I are out about $4,500 in attorney fees. And when it's all said and done, Brayton did end up with an attorney. My brother ended up with an attorney. They were both court-appointed attorneys because they qualify for it because of low income. But anyhow, the judge had, how do I want to put it in a motion. We had to we were supposed to pay for the attorney fees. But anyhow, the court-appointed visitor, she contacted the law firm that we were at and said, hey, these people should not be paying my fees. You guys need to do something about it. And she told them exactly what papers to file, what to do. And so the law firm that we had did listen to her and done the paperwork they needed to do and submitted it to the judge, and the judge ended up changing it, and the county has to pick up their bill, not my wife and I. But like I said, we'd already wasted $4,500. Well, I guess you could call it a waste. We thought we were doing the right thing at the time, trying to help Brayton out, and I'd probably turn around and do it again if the opportunity come up where somebody's asking for help. That's just the type of people my wife and I are. But yeah, down $4,500, and the case is dropped. Brayton's staying where he's at, and I can guarantee you their living conditions have not changed. He's in the same situation he was. Brayton does get his mom's death benefits, a Social Security check every month, but I know where that's going. My brother's wife's taking that and spending that. He gets about $500 a month, and Brayton ain't seeing any of that money. It's just a sad situation. I did tell that court-appointed visitor when we were talking to her before she put in her recommendations to the court. I told her 10 years down the road I'd like to sit down at a table with her and the judge and Brayton's attorney and even Bernie and Lynn's attorney that they had as far as that goes, and show them how the system or them failed this kid. Because I guarantee you 10 years down the road he's going to be in the same situation. He's going to be living under their roof. They're going to get him on some kind of disability, saying he ain't competent enough to work or be able to take care of himself, and they'll be spending his check just like they do now. Well, I'm going to post this video. Keep watching. You'll see the video of the house and what sad position all them children are in. I'll see y'all later, and don't forget I love you. Bye.